Hello again, listeners or viewers, and welcome back to the Kotu Classic FPL podcast. My name is Bruce. I have my co-host here with me, Mr. Chama. I got my
Boy, ya bah boy, maa ngi cool man xam.
I need that boy. I need that boy. It's we missed last week next, so this is things have been happening. Too many games, so we missed last week. But
Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah. It's the
excited
December
for this
fever,
week. Oh man,
football
yes, a
fest.
lot of games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are recording game week 17 preview. Uh, timestamp is what Wednesday here. Um, yeah, Wednesday is about what 6:46, almost
Yeah, it's Wednesday here too
almost
as
7.
well.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
at least for now.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a bit earlier than what you usually record, for scheduling reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
I know. A lot of sacrifice.
yeah,
I have
yeah,
to go
a
through
lot,
it.
a lot, yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. Um, yeah, so let's go through some of the results. We'll talk about all the results, and then we get into what do you call it again? We get into
Our game weeks.
game weeks. Yeah, let's see how well we do. Let's start with the results first. Some notable ones. We'll just skip over the fan corner, Liverpool and the Manchester Derby ones. Arsenal. We just mentioned this before we started the pod. Arsenal, Everton. I think people expected that Arsenal were going to batter Everton at home. It turns out not everybody can beat Everton. So that was stalemate there. I think
I
the
know.
Arsenal fans
I
are
was surprised by
concerned.
it, to be
Yeah.
honest. I wasn't even following the Arsenal game. I think they played similar time against Chelsea and all those teams. But I was just
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
the
All of them.
feeling.
Yeah.
No, similar time as Liverpool. I may feel. I was just thinking,
Oh,
this is
okay.
gonna be a rout for Arsenal. I wasn't anticipating a win for a draw for them or like not getting 3 points. Yeah.
I mean, if you play the way Arsenal played against us, and they didn't want to create anything, just put the ball in there, and the corner, try to get corners. And I mean, this is Everton we're talking about. Basically, that's their bread and butter. You cannot go and play Everton way against Everton. Doesn't make any sense. So
Mm.
because I was thinking, oh, other guy is back. When he came back, they changed their style of play and everything. But it seems like he's now on a run of bad form or something. So it's only Saka. He's the main guy now. So it's a bit confusing for them right now.
I
Yeah, they
know.
should sort it out, or else they're gonna find themselves out of the top four because we were expecting them to be leading the pack, but no. Newcastle, they what happened over there? Oh,
It's
yeah,
me. Sorry.
that's okay. Newcastle 4-0 Leicester. Leicester new manager bounce lasted 2 game weeks, and they're back to losing again. So that's a bit strange.
Yeah.
uh, Wolves, Ipswich. Wolves fired their manager. There's a lot of things happened in that game. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah. A
Some
lot
red
of things
cards.
happened in
Some
that
I was
game.
like,
I think
what's
after the
going on
game.
here?
I
Yeah,
had Nuri got a red card. I think Cunha. I think
it's about to
he didn't
suspended
he didn't get a red card, but I think he was in trouble.
retrospective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be some
Oh
retrospective
boy,
action on him. So
that's not good. Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Forest, Aston Villa, man. Forest are flying right now. They played a good game against Aston Villa.
Mhm.
You know. Yeah. Uh, Brighton, your guys, what's going on? They lost at
They lost
home.
the derby. They lost the derby against Palace, and it has got the Gambian people talking a lot. I had to make a video on that one, especially about Minte. They try to personalize it, taking it too emotional sometimes when it
Yeah.
comes to supporting our Gambian brother. But yeah, it is what it is. I think Palace were the better on the day. They had the better tactics. They found, they could find the gaps that they needed to find. They could exploit the problems that Brighton had. And
Mhm.
Brighton could not break them down. Brighton had a consolation goal in the end. It could have been a 3-0. So yeah, I think Hosler he needs to work on a few things. But it is what it is. Our star boy started his first game after Tottenham. Since against Tottenham, that was before the international, a long, long time ago, and he scored his first goal in the Premier League. And get his start again. He didn't have the best of games, to be honest, and Brighton did not either. So hopefully the coach will keep faith with him, and then
Mhm.
keep playing him.
I think they have too many players. That's just the thing. You like
Mhm.
it started off well, but then eventually it was going to catch up to them that all these switching and it's just too much. Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of their biggest problem in the game though for me was their striker. They did not have Welbeck.
Welbeck used to be
We
a
have
focus point of
he needs to be a
focus
focal
point.
point for them.
Yep.
So this game they came with those two players who usually play behind Welbeck as their two attacking players. So there was nobody occupying that space, and Crystal Palace could defend that very well. If they want to go to the half space, to the corners, and then try to interplay with Mitoma, like Crystal Palace had it. They deal with it very well there. Defensively, they are very good defensively. You know that. Last season we know how difficult they were to beat. They just have a difficult start to the season, but they are a very good team.
Chelsea Brentford 2-1. I heard it's always difficult for Chelsea to play Brentford, but I think they did well this time around, winning it 2-1. So
they are flying though. Yeah, the Blues.
Chelsea are flying. Yeah, they said that they're not in the title race. They just a chill guy. So.
Well, that's what I told them. We have been in this position many years. Always thinking, we are not in the title race. We are just enjoying game at a time. So I'm enjoying them doing that. But I know exactly what they are doing. Yeah.
Southampton 0.
Another sacking.
5. Another sacking. Right. I think you warned me about this guy, so I'm not surprised to see him go. He's trying to do a decent company, but it didn't work out for him. So yeah, that's that. And then Bournemouth West Ham 1-1. So this was Monday, the last game of the game week. So 1-1. Jumping to our game weeks, I'll just start with mine since we're already there. 54 points all out.
Yep.
The average
You're
was
flying,
57. Not really. I've been in the 1.6, 1 point, just going up and down. A few 100,000 points. I mean, rank every week. It's just there. I've never gone into the 1 million, but yeah.
You might be ahead of me right now. You have gone ahead of me, right? I believe.
I think so. Just a few points. Yeah, just a few points. I mean, it's just the same rank, so the points are not a lot, difference.
Yeah, I've been struggling,
Yeah, my team as it stands, not anything special. Verbruggen with 1, Vardy, who scored the goal against us, which we'll talk about. In the fan corner, 7 points. Gabriel, I'm happy he's back because I don't have to make a transfer because I was getting worried there that what's going on here. So I had Nuri with -2, of course.
Yeah, I got
Palmer
that
with 3. Yeah, I'm happy I went with Salah. Remember that the rule we have about the first games, captain.
Ali Kigo.
Yeah, I was like, man, I hope I'm not making the mistake here, but I'm happy it turned out well. And then Semenyo 3. Semenyo, we did talk about Semenyo. He's on the chopping block this week for me.
He's on the chopping block. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So something is not happening. It's not right with Semenyo. So yeah. Saka with 3. Pedro with 2, also on the chopping block. Then Cunha 9. Nicholas Jackson 9. So yeah, that's my team.
Nico has served you well, huh?
Oh, Nico, I'm not even thinking about it. Like looking at the fixtures and his form, I was like, man, this is gonna be in this team.
An easy keep, easy keep.
Definitely. What's your team looking like? I mean, the game week.
Okay, let's move on to my team. I ended the game week with 44, 10 points below the average, and it was a red arrow, obviously. 6.7 million rank. It was a tough one, huh? Sanchez with 3. I was disappointed a bit in the Chelsea game because Tim Brentford scored very late. Mbeumo, even though it was Mbeumo, and I saw Mbeumo.
He's doing well, He's still doing. In the difficult fixtures, he's now doing well.
He's doing well. Yeah. He's the talisman of that team. If they're gonna score goals, usually he's gonna be involved. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the good thing of being a talisman. Regardless of the fixture, sometimes you still tend to do well. Because you are the one they rely. The only problem I had with him was his away form, and then they were coming up against a lot of away teams. But yeah, he continued to do well. I sold him after he gave me the 11 points or 12 points in the previous game week, and then he continued, banging. Pedro Porro, surprisingly, a sports player giving me a clean sheet, and it was a jammy one because he did not start the game. He did not start the Tottenham game. He came on at 28 minutes. So 28, he just got over 60 minutes, 62 minutes, and then Spurs happened to keep the clean sheet. So it was the reverse one. Udogi got injured, so he had to come in for Udogi. So that was a lucky one for me there. Trent, 1 point. Difficult one. Liverpool not keeping the clean. But yeah, we'll talk about Liverpool later. I had Nuri too. I would have taken the 1 point, but then it ended up with a red card at the end of the game after full time. So yeah, a tough one to take. Palmer 3 points. Salah captain. Saka, the midfield Minte 2 points, and then up top I had Solanke, João Pedro, and Isaac. Isaac was the player I brought in. Isaac and
that's a good one. Yeah.
Isaac and Enzo Fernandez I brought in for Mbeumo and Welbeck. And then Isaac immediately repeat that. Even though I lost the Mbeumo points in the process, and I had Enzo on the bench. So yeah, it was a tough one. Another difficult game week for me. That is now 5 red arrows in the last 6 game weeks for me.
Wow, really?
Yeah. 5 in the last 6. So it's been and even the green arrow I have was a gray arrow, I would say, because I did not even move an inch. So it has been a few tough weeks for me. But yeah, we keep pushing and then try to find solution there. Try to do those moves.
All right. Let us jump straight into the Kotu Classic Mini-league. It's funny, this time around, the manager of the week is the one that's on top of the league.
These are the signs that there is no one catching you. These are the signs that no one is catching you.
Well, exciting. So congrats. Let's just take a quick look at his team. 84 points all out. Fabianski, Timber. This is a nice differential there. Lewis Hall. I think a lot of people that did well had Lewis Hall in their team, which is it's good. Cash. Palmer, Son, obviously. That's good. Captain Salah, Mbomo, and then Evan Nielsen, Isaac, and Jackson. So all the people that did well this week, he had almost most of them. So yeah.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper too could have had a clean sheet with a monster bonus point, right? Because West Ham conceded their goal in the final minute of play. So and then he had 8 saves. Like Fabianski made 8 saves in that game. So if he had kept that clean sheet, we have been talking about 11 points for Fabianski instead.
Maybe he probably would be hitting that 100 centurion mark.
Yeah, close to 100. Yeah, definitely. No, but these signs, like if you are at the top and then being the manager of the week, like
yeah, it's very rare.
It's very difficult for others to catch up. Like nobody's catching up. The gap is huge, right? The gap is huge.
It is. Yeah, not really. It's just about 50 something points. 50.
Yeah, 50. No. If I'm in this position, 50 something points at the top, I cannot think about losing it. This gap is huge.
But this season, like anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
For the past few weeks, we've been having a different top 5 almost every week. Changes are there. So man, if you keep being consistent, you definitely find yourself there.
Yeah.
Top. Yeah. So top 5, Stone Jones United in 5th. No movement there. 4th, Flex Gazims. 3rd, Bakary Minte. Triones Patterns doing well. Had this name here for a bit. Your guy, AFC Paradise, Christopher Bell.
My boy, Chris.
Moving. He's keeping up. And then Malik Sanyang as number 1.
Yeah, keeping up appearances.
Yeah, he's there. He's in our midst, just make sure he's being visible all the time. So that's good. He's having a good season.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, fan corner. I think I'll let you start this time, but before I rant on my big derby win. What's going on?
Big derby win. But there's been a few headlines at United. But we will talk about that.
There's a lot going on. I just want to focus on the derby win because I think the other things is just noise, basically, because you focus on what is actually happening in the team, the good things. Anyways, you go on with your
Liverpool. Disappointing, but then also some sense of satisfaction. If you see our game against Fulham, we started that game very difficult. Robo 1 minute, like seconds into the game, they clatter him, and then he was down for 1-2 minutes. Like even thought if that foul would happen in the middle of the game around 10-15 minutes, could have been a red card. But yeah, it was too early, maybe. And then there was the issue of the offside situation and all that. So the referee just found it necessary to give the player a yellow card or something like that. And then, after that, 17 minutes before 17 minutes, about 10 minutes, Fulham scored their first goal. They take the lead. And then about just 7 minutes after that, Robertson took a red card. Everything is not turning well for him.
I saw the highlight. The red card is a bit funny because there were 3 decisions that the referee had to verify before giving the red card.
Before giving the red card,
offside,
yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
But for me, immediately I saw that one. And then Raul Jimenez did not score that chance. Van Dijk should have just let that chance to go in. Then if that was the case, he would not have get the red card because he did not deny a goal scoring opportunity. But again, that would have mean Liverpool go 2-0 down, and then having to chase the game. So yeah, everything is not working for him this season. I know he has been vulnerable, and all whatnot. And then, to be honest, he should have dealt with that situation much better. Because the way the ball came in, I was expecting him to use his right foot, but apparently he don't have a right foot, so he can only use his left foot, and it was very awkward position to use the left foot. And then Harry Wilson nicked in, steal the ball, and then Robert clattered him, and then that was a red card. But then after that, what happened was amazing. For Liverpool, we played the entire 70 minutes of that game, more than 70 minutes of that game with 10 men, and then to finish the game. And then, Fulham fans or Fulham players feeling that they did not feel there was the advantage from Liverpool. Of course, it was at Anfield. Then you can add to the fact that the fans were also going to back the club and all those kind of things, the players. So that plays a part. But the way the players battled through that game, it was really, really something to be admired. In the end, I said, okay, like considering the circumstances, a point was a good point for Liverpool, in my opinion. Yeah. It's difficult when you play at Anfield, but at the end of the day, you have to look at the context. You have to take context. You have to put context into that. So the players did really well. Gravenberch playing left center back. When Robo was red carded. Arne Slot having to make a lot of tactical tweaks here and there. Even though there were parts of the game there, I was not happy with him, especially when Fulham, have rest possession, or they have settled possession. We were too aggressive sometimes, and that cost us the second goal because we are so aggressive, and then they could, play through our lines and then create a chance. Anthony Robinson gave Salah a very thorough time, and immediately, exactly. And then immediately after the game, everybody, Liverpool fans, was talking, Liverpool should just replace
I heard about that.
Robertson and Anthony Robertson. Yeah, I cannot see it happening, to be honest. Considering the profile,
I think it's the age.
Yeah. Age is another issue,
right? Yeah, in 3 or 4 years, you'll be dealing with the same thing Robertson is going through right now. The pace going.
Exactly. And for me, the type of profile of left back I want now is different. I feel I want a different type of fullback, who's different from those, high energy, high octane running fullbacks all the time. So that's why I would not prefer him. Unlike many Liverpool fans talking about Kerkez, talking about all these things. But yeah, I don't see Liverpool signing a left back in January. It's not happening. I cannot see it happening.
Maybe summer,
not in the summer, definitely. In the summer, definitely it will be an option. Robertson, he has a difficult start to the season, but just recently he was doing well. I think in the Champions League midweek he was man of the match for Liverpool. He has had some bad moments, penalties. Things are not going for him. But also he has had some moments where you feel, has he gone past?
Basically, it's not all bad.
Yeah, it's not all bad. Yeah. But there are moments as well where you'll feel, I think he's getting close to past it. But yeah, I was happy. Exactly. I was happy with the performance of the boys, and then Jota, your boy, the Slaughter came in the second half, and then
I'm looking, man, I need to get him in my team. I'm a big fan of him, so if he's available, I'm thinking about getting Jota in my team.
Yeah.
So, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, the only disappointment you can say is Man City have been, dropping points. Arsenal have been dropping points.
And you're
So
not taking advantage. Yeah.
you are not taking advantage. But they can also say the same thing. Liverpool are dropping points. We are not taking
And you're not
advantage
taking
of it.
advantage. Chelsea is the only
It
one
goes
that's
both
taking
ways.
advantage right now.
Yes, you are taking
Just what,
advantage
2
of it.
points? 2 points
Yeah,
difference?
we are 2 points.
You guys have a game in hand, yeah.
And we have a game in hand. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. But how about it? What did you make of the Liverpool situation in the
I saw
weekend?
I saw the highlights, but I think like I think you just mentioned it in the last bit there that you guys need to take advantage because you don't know. This is a very uh different season. Like you said, each and every season is different, but this one is especially different in the way that the top dog, Man City, is doing badly and nobody really knows exactly what's going on with them. There's a lot of things going on wrong at the same time with them. So every other person around should be taking advantage. I see only you and Chelsea that's taking advantage. Maybe Nottingham Forest too, because they are a surprise package in that top four. But then every other team is either going through a change or just the form is just not there. Like a lot of teams are struggling. That's why the results have been so like diverse. People like the team losing at home, like another small team beating the team, like everything. I think one of these journalists said it best. Said that the standards have dropped in a way because most teams are struggling. It's not like it's been competitive, because the standards are not as high as they used to. But you guys should have taken advantage because it's still we know it's still Man City.
They can come
That's the
back,
thing.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to give them any sniff at all. You want to kill them, kick on
Yeah,
them
keep
while
them kicked
they're down.
like
Yeah.
arm's length.
Whatever you can do, even if it's 20 points, keep it there, because it's Man City anyways, it's Pep. But yeah, I think you guys need to like garner some wins now moving forward. You can't afford to drop any more points, even though you haven't lost. But then drawing, even if you lose one game and win one game, you have 3 points. But if you draw 2 games, you have 2 points. So you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Chelsea, you should keep an eye on them. They're playing really good, even though they have some kind of stuff that's going on with their doping claims or whatever. But I don't know if this
Modric,
derail them.
100 million
Yeah.
euro down the
Yeah,
drain.
I don't know if they're going to derail that, but they're doing well. They're playing well. They're doing
No, they are good. They are definitely good, to be honest. And they have a, like they say, if you spend hundreds of millions, you will
You get
end up
something faster.
you will get something there, right?
Yep,
And then those people
definitely.
players are coming together. Caicedo has finally arrived for
Oh yeah,
them. He's having
he's
a
been
very
doing
good season.
exceptionally well. Yeah.
Enzo too, he's now becoming an
Yeah.
FPL option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's move on to
They're
United.
doing well. The 200 million midfield, two players, and even Lavia is there. So yeah, they're doing well. Man U, the derby win, it was good, man. Like honestly, I didn't watch the game because I was at church. But as soon as we finished, I just checked. I saw 1-1. I said, okay, good, this is nice. And the next thing I know, I saw 2-1. I was like, I was smiling. I was, I was like, they made my week, and this made it a bit better, But yeah, they said I've heard from I saw the highlights. Obviously, they said the first half was boring. I don't know why people keep saying it's boring. Is it because Man City didn't come out as Man City? Maybe that's why people say that it's boring. Or we actually played well, because if you look at the possession, this is the first time in a while we didn't play Man City and we are just defending for our lives. You know what I mean? Just defending, like, okay, we just try to play on the counter. We kind of controlled the game, got some possession, had some of the better chances in the first half. So I don't know why people are just, well, this was one of the most boring derbies in a while. But anyways, I'll take the win. Because, like, it's a new coach, a new system. Everything is new. Basically, the coach is trying different things. There's a lot of background noise happening in the club at the same time, and we still manage to get a win. The coach made a big call, dropping two of the biggest players in the team, and then we still got a win. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that are changing, and I hope it will continue this way. Like, players will take the, hey, this is serious. Nobody is undroppable in this team. Like, nobody is above the manager. We are not gonna keep seeing these things happen anymore, which is good, because we have been saying this for the longest time. The Rashfords, the Garnachos. You either need to be in this team, give 100%, run through a brick wall for this manager, or you're out of the team. And I heard that maybe he wants to leave because I think they are tired of his attitude. I think there's some off the field things happening. I don't know. To be honest, I can't verify those, rumors or whatever. But he seems to be in a mental space where it's not all going well, basically. So he might want a new change. The club also want him to go so that they can get a good squad that is focused on this new task at hand. But yeah, man. Ahmad, there's what Said said, one of the content creators that I watch. He said there's the Ivorian Messi. Man, the technical ability of him, it's exciting to see what he's capable of if he continues in this way. Because he is very technical, and as small as he is, he's very strong. Like you wouldn't think that he's as strong as that. Yeah, he's strong. He's strong. He's tenacious. Basically, you can say that he's tenacious, and he has a good touch on him. He's intelligent for a player, and I think he fits that perfect, like that 10, behind the striker type of 10 role very well. I hope he continues having like a good season this season without injuries. I just hope that he doesn't get injured, because right now he's one of our main creators in that team, and if he goes, it's going to be a big problem. We don't know where those goals are going to come from or where the creativity is going to come from. But yeah, all in all, it's always good to win your derby, especially away, because we are thinking, man, if we lose to Man City, and Man City are right now at their worst, we don't know what we are. So we managed to at least do that, because even the goal that they got was what? It was like a kind of a fluky goal, corner again, which we should work on. Haaland was nowhere to be seen. He was locked up by Maguire. Maguire found him in his pocket when he got home, taking out his keys and things. So that was one of those. So in the back, we have a lot of options. Euro also came in. So the midfield, we have to get one or two players, I think, in the midfield to just have more numbers in there. Ugarte was sensational, like appearing in there, and I also saw in the highlights, he was really good. Højlund did do well with his hold-up play, so we need more practice. We need more time with the coach, and you can see that maybe the players are believing, especially after you win a big game like this. More of the players will start believing in the manager, and that's what you want. You want them to believe that, okay, when they're giving instructions, they don't doubt it. They go all out, because they believe that the manager knows exactly what he's doing, which is what you want. So yeah, I'm happy.
Happy.
You any comments on the
no, definitely. I did not watch the game, but what I can say is like because it was late for me, it was around 1:30 ish. After I went the Brighton game, I just have to go and sleep. 1:30 a.m. It's difficult to watch the game, but I was going to bed feeling, when I wake up, I will see Manchester United beat Manchester City inside Manchester City. Yeah, that is the feeling I had. Honestly speaking, I had this feeling about this, because they are in that place right now, even though I did not expect it to be on those in those circumstances. Because when I watched the highlights and realized going into the 85th minute, Man City were leading, and then Man United still Man City still managed to no, we want to lose this game. Because if you see the first goal Manchester United scored, what's his name, Nunes, he made a bad pack. He made a bad back pass.
Yeah.
And then he was not content with his mistake, and then we happened to make another mistake, causing that crazy penalty. It's just it's
very not like that.
Yeah,
it's very unlike Man City. Yeah,
it's very unlike them. It's very weird. And then, to be honest, the second goal that Ahmad scored, it was a wonderful goal. That touch, that I cannot expect him to, with his short legs, to be able to lift that ball over because when I saw the pass go over him, I knew this was going to be the goal, because I was watching the highlights later. But I could not expect him from there to lift the ball over the keeper and then finish. I was thinking, okay, maybe he just lobbed the ball over the keeper. But what he did there was absolutely amazing. And like you say, he has been a key player for you guys, and everybody's talking about him right now in the FPL community. Like I say, it's better to get there early before he become a public property.
I know exactly.
But it was an interesting one. To be honest, since I cannot remember the last time, I think, in this generation of Man City, not even in Pep's time, even before Pep, since Man City become Man City, since they have money came in, this is when the money came in, where I feel, okay, Man City is playing this game today at home, and then I have this feeling, they're gonna lose this game. I'm not even gonna bother.
I think it's mental, man. It's mental.
There's something going on there.
There's a mental. I think either the players. Sometimes you look to your leader towards for confidence, and I think Pep right now, there's something going on where he's
dejected, right? He looks
dejected, or giving off this kind of vibe that we're not invincible anymore, and the players are kind of reflecting that kind of energy. So If you see your manager like going mad and getting, like throwing a tantrum, and it reflects poorly on you yourself. You yourself wonder, because Pep's never been like this before. He's always found solutions. Always found solutions for them. So
always. Yeah. This is why for me personally, I cannot see them coming back from this season.
No,
it can happen next season.
No.
This season, I cannot see them coming back from this. It's gonna be really, really difficult for them to come back from this. Yeah.
It's gonna continue. It's gonna continue. I think right now they just need to be in the top half, or else it's gonna get worse.
Yeah. They have to
maybe January they can make a few signings there to just keep the ship a bit, and then try to see what they can do in the summer. So that ends this segment of the Fan Corner. We just move on to game week 17 preview. First thing we need to talk about is this mystery chip. Do you know much about it? You want to give a summary? I was like, so this is when I said that the announcement. I was like, so that's it. That's all. I didn't even bother looking into it. I was so disappointed. I was like, okay. So you give your account of it. Let's explain to the viewers what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a little bit exciting because they had to bring something that they did not have, to be honest. Because everything we were thinking about bringing back something that was there, that cannot be a mystery, right? So they had to bring something new, and definitely they did. The mystery chip is about having the option to pick a manager as your FPL option. So your manager is going to be part of your squad. It's going to make it now 16 in terms of 15 with a manager, but I think the manager is going to be only for 3 game weeks. You can pick a manager for three game weeks. You can also transfer out the manager and then bring in another manager. But in that case, you have to use your budget, because the managers also have prices ranging from 0.5, I think, to 1.5 million. So you have to fit them. You have to fit the managers into your budget. Within your budget, exactly. And being a big, of course, if we say that, we're all thinking about, where's the Pep Guardiola, where's the Arda Slow, where is the Chelsea manager? So, but the way the points goes, you can see that sometimes it might not be the best idea to get the managers at the top, because if a manager that is below you wins against you, gives them more points. So yeah, the mystery chip is just about picking a manager, and then the manager having the option to give you points for win, points for goals scored, points for draws, no points for a defeat. And if you win a team that is ahead of you, a manager that is ahead of you, you tend to get maybe some bonus points on that. So yeah, that's what the mystery chip is about. What you say, you are feeling, you don't feel it, but let me know your thoughts on it.
I was like, this is just a bit too much. It looks like a different game. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I agree.
It's not like we are playing American football or something. Like, what's this? I didn't even bother myself. I was like, okay, I just saw the summary online. I was like, okay, cool. I don't think I'm going to use that chip. Maybe at the end.
No, but there are points to gain there, because it can be a difference between 50 to, it can be up to 50 points difference. Like in the 3 game weeks, if you can nail them.
Yeah, I'll have to see when is the best time to use it, and put more thought into it, but it's not something that I'm basing my season on. I'm just going to use it because I have to use it. Potential points, anyways. Okay, that's that. So game week 17. How's your team looking? Any transfers made?
Not yet. I've not made any transfer. Let me just bring in my team. I've not made any transfer. I have one free transfer. I thought about some transfers that I wanted to make, but I've not really touched them, especially in defense. I was tempted by the what's his name, Hall, because he has been on my radar for a very long time, and I never made the move. I never made the move. I even did it like Kanaya's team. You have Hall and stuff like that, but for me. I was thinking about him, but then you look at the fixtures; they are not.
Quick question. Oh, okay. I was thinking, who's the best defender for Newcastle?
Is it him? I think it's him. It's him. It has been for a while since he nailed that spot. He's been the defender to pick in my opinion, because he has been starting almost every single game, and we know he's an attacking fullback. He takes set pieces and stuff like that. So the only worry I had, I started the season. I think you started the season with him as well. I started the season with him, Hall. in my team.
I'm not sure. I think he was maybe, yeah.
Personally. Yeah, but the reason I get rid of him because he lost his spot early on in the season, and then he was in and out of the team. But
Yeah.
for the longest time now, he has been a regular in the Newcastle team. His price went up to 4.3 million, and I think that was the 4.4 million or something like that. Was the best time to get him. So like I said, these are just like Ayat Nouri. I got him very late. Now he's giving me red cards. Hall too. I've thought he has been on my radar for a long time, but I never really hit that move. And those are the things I usually do in the past, like just get their eye, and then before. Yeah, but I'm thinking about him now, which is a little bit late. I feel.
A bit late. But they still have a good few good fixtures. I don't think they fixtures. That's why I'm thinking of getting Isak into my team now. But go ahead.
Yeah. So in defense, I'm not happy with the defense I have this week because I have Sanchez in goal. I have Digne playing against City, even though City are struggling. I would rather not have a defender playing against them, in the game. And then you have Trent playing against Tottenham, which is kind of okay, but it's gonna be a tough game after Tottenham. Tottenham, you never know what they will bring. That is the problem with this team. So it's a funny one.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah,
very Spursy. Yeah. So you have Van den Beek, and then I have in midfield Palmer, Salah, Saka, and Enzo Fernandez. So there's not a lot of good fixtures. I think we did not touch the fixtures, but there is not a lot of good fixtures going into this game. Let me just go there. You have Aston Villa,
quickly
Aston Villa, City, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, Ipswich, Newcastle. Yeah, West Ham, Brighton, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, which is tough for Arsenal in my opinion. Everton, Chelsea, interesting fixture as well. Fulham, Southampton. Fulham maybe is the team to look at. Fulham is maybe because Robinson, after what he did.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah,
if you have him, so you should be happy. Exactly. And then you have Leicester, Wolves.
I'd know it to him too. Yeah,
yeah, and then you have Man United, Bournemouth. Man United is the fixture that maybe you might want to look at some players like Ahmad or something, because I think Man United, amongst the big teams, they have the best fixture this week. So if you could squeeze in Ahmad into your team, I think you should do that. So I don't see like a move because I cannot get Enzo to Ahmad immediately. The only move is maybe Minte to Ahmad, and Minte, he's not going out. So I would just bench him instead. So I cannot get Ahmad now. And other than Ahmad at United, I don't think I'm ready to bank on any like Højlund. I'm not sure about the striking options between Højlund and Zagzi. So, and in defense at United, who do you get? It's still I know Mesraoui is somebody people have been getting in the past, but is he the one to get in the United defense? Because
it's kind of a doubt this week, anyways. So I think
exactly. So I would only want to buy a United player this week, and maybe a Fulham player.
De Ligt has been playing consistently, so yeah. It is an option. I had him in my team for a bit, but yeah. Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't fancy central defenders, especially if you are a central defender playing for a defense that is not certain to keep clean sheet. Maybe the Arsenal ones, those ones they get on the goals all the time, and they are very good defensively. We know they are the best defense in the league.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe honestly, I don't think anybody comes to mind.
So Ahmad is the outstanding option at United, right?
Fernandez,
Bruno,
if you can afford it, because he always manages to score. Even though, in my personal opinion, he's not really on like the Bruno that we know yet. That level of performance. Let's
move on to your team.
My team, Broggen, Vardiol, who I think should be out. I think I need to take this. It's giving me points, but man, Man City has been bro.
Yeah, he's been woeful, to be honest. Defensively, he's been terrible.
Yeah, I think he needs to leave. Gabriel, I transferred in Robinson for Aït-Nouri. I brought Aït-Nouri. All of a sudden, he's just been giving me 1 pointers. I was like, what's going on?
We're
supposed to enjoy the points together, but no.
The timing is always we got him at the wrong time, both of us.
It's like, what's going on? Anyway,
he was flying at the start of the season.
And then we got him because of the good fixtures, and then they never even won.
They never win.
It's like, what's going on with the Wolves, man?
But at least you enjoy some Cunha points, right, during that period.
Yeah. Cunha is still a good player. I think we should get him as I mean, I'm an admirer of him. He's a good player. I think he will really fit in nicely with that with him and Ahmad in that 10 position. Ooh, I really wish we get him, into our team. Anyways, midfield: Saka, Semenyo, Salah, Palmer. Semenyo on the chopping block, like I said. And then Joao Pedro, Cunha, and Nicolas Jackson. So Rodriguez is on the bench. World Fast, and then Van der Beek. And then Flecken also. I think he might even be the one that I changed with Verbruggen because he's playing at home. Captaincy is on Salah for now. I don't know how it's going to go because all of my premium players play away. Maybe even Palmer might take the captaincy.
Not a lot of options for captaincy this week.
Not a lot of options, yeah. So I had 4. Like I said, we were chatting yesterday, and I had 4 transfers. So I had to make this one because I knew it was going to fall. So now I have 3 remaining, and my option.
Wow, that's big, man. 4 transfers. I can only dream of that, having 4 transfers in my pocket. Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't done much transfer. I was like, I just wouldn't give my team a chance, but it seems like I need to make these transfers because Semenyo has been woeful. Watch me transfer him out, and then he does well against us in this game.
Yeah. Well, Semenyo Ahmad is a straightforward transfer, isn't it?
I don't have the funds.
How much does Semenyo cost? I mean, Semenyo is more expensive. Semenyo is more expensive. Semenyo is more expensive than Ahmad. Hey,
let me see. Sorry. Ooh, I think I need to go to transfers if I can actually
transfer. Semenyo is more expensive than Ahmad.
Yeah. 5.7. Okay, Ahmad is 5.2. Oh, the problem was I wanted to get who do you call it? Isak. So I was trying to maximize the money to jump from Joao Pedro to Isak. But looking at Isak's fixtures now, I don't think it's the best time to get him.
When he go past this Ipswich fixture,
after Ipswich, that's it. They're Aston Villa, Man U, and then Tottenham. Then after, I can probably get him Wolves, Bournemouth.
But one thing you know about Isak is like he turns up against big teams, like
against anybody.
It's absolutely insane. Like, I think this season he scored against Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Did he score, or did he play that one? I think. He always turn up against the big teams.
So I need to get him in. Yeah, that was my thing. Maybe if he's going to score against big teams, might just get him in right now. So
exactly. He scored against Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool, the top 3 teams in the league. Man City, he did not play. Tottenham, he scored as well. So yeah.
So if I get him in from Joao Pedro to Isak, so Isak is quite expensive, like 8.1.
He's expensive, yeah. It's a bit of a stretch.
So then even if that's why if I go from Guardiola to Lewis Hall, then I'm fine because Lewis Hall is cheap enough. But I wanted to get Sharp. So I think that works out.
No, to be honest, if there is no way I'm getting Sharp over Lewis Hall if I'm gonna get a Newcastle player at this moment. I
don't watch them, so I didn't know who was the best. Who's the best defender. Now I know, so I think I can do those moves. Guardiola to Lewis Hall, Semenyo to Ahmad, and then Joao Pedro to Isak. So those are my 3 transfers. So I think that will work out very well for me. Honestly. So what do you see? What you think those moves are okay? What other?
No, definitely. I think Lewis Hall is a long-term pick this season. Even with the difficult fixtures, and the beauty of this kind of players is you can bench them anytime if you have an option, because you have the Van den Berg on your team. Who is playing for. If they have a home fixture, they have not been keeping clean sheets, but there are games that you can start him. Even Nottingham Forest, I would not be afraid to start him. And Fice, if you have 2 options who are starting, you can always bench the other players. So just pick the best 11 that you have in your team every week. Sometimes it might not involve those Lewis Halls or even Ahmad, like if Man United have a very difficult fixture. So it's good. I think I like those moves. Joao Pedro, though, I'm a little bit. I know his form is bad, but I think the Brighton fixtures are quite good, especially the next 2. West Ham, then Brentford. Then after that, maybe you have the Arsenal and then the Aston Villa. Those two fixtures are tough. But the next two fixtures, I would not want to lose him for those two. So that is the only thing I would think. But of course, if we are getting Isaac instead of him, then it's an upgrade. So in that way, it makes sense. And then, like you say, you don't want Guardiola in your team, and I absolutely, I absolutely understand that.
Even though they have good fixtures coming up, but
what is the after Villa? What they have?
They have Everton, Leicester, and then West Ham. So there's some good fixtures.
Yeah, which is nice.
Winnable, yeah, they're very winnable fixtures. Yeah,
and they can give clean sheets. So maybe they can start giving clean sheets there. And Guardiola, he's the most advanced player.
Yeah,
I guess
to make some. Yeah,
but see, sometimes you want to make those changes, and have the new players in your team.
Yeah.
So I don't dislike it. I don't hate it, to be honest.
Yeah, the only thing is that I think the case you make is Pedro versus Isaac. Pedro has two good fixtures. So maybe do I wait to get Isaac in, or do I bring him in now? Like, that's my head.
But also, you have to keep an eye on what happens with Konya. If he gets a 3-game suspension or something like that, then you can make that move straight away, and then it will make it easier for you to go to Isaac. I know you like Kenya, and he has been good.
That's true. Mm-hmm. I think you're right. Their fixtures don't even look good. They have Leicester, and then the rest is like red all the way. Man U, Tottenham, Forest, Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Exactly, you see they had the good run has gone past them. The good run is gone.
It's gone. So I think you are right. I think instead of making that move, I'll do the Cunha move instead. That was a good call. I don't know, because I like him so much. I don't even think that he's going to be there. But
I know. I understand.
He's been doing well too. So.
Definitely. I get that. Absolutely.
Might be Cunha. But they also play Leicester. Leicester have been terrible. But Wolves might have the new manager bounce. You never know. So.
Yeah, they have I think the new manager is coming from Saudi Pro League.
Oh.
Al Sabab or something like that. It's a Portuguese, Bulls with Portuguese.
Yeah, they love
Portuguese. They love Portuguese.
They have a very good Portuguese connection. I think they said I was listening to
the ownership.
Podcast. They said that is Pedro. Is it George Mendes recommendation? I think they went to him to get.
Yeah, he always recommend things for them. He always recommend things for them.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Come to the end of the pod. It was a good one. It's been a while, so it's always good to do these pods, because it also gets us thinking. Because if you go, alone with your own thoughts, sometimes you need an outside view too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it helps a lot. Yeah, so we hope that our viewers also take some, good lessons from this and some good advice. We are the Kotu Classic FPL podcast. Please check out the homepage, Jollof Bantaba, home of the Gambian football. Obviously, Jama always has good stuff there for you, for Gambian football, if you want. So thank you guys, as always. We appreciate you. Please continue supporting, liking, and sharing the Jollof Bantaba and Kotu Classic FPL podcast, as always. All right, take care, guys. Peace.
Goodbye, guys.